Hello everybody, Christina here. My throat's a little weird because the air is dry because it's winter. So we're just gonna power through it. I'm not sick. I'm fine. It's just I slept, I breathed while I slept, and my throat is now dry. So today we're going to talk about the analytics on my channel. I'm going to go through kind of my thought process on when I'm going to be posting videos in the future. I wrote down in my calendar that after X amount of months, I wanted to revisit when I was posting my videos to see when my followers are actually around and able to see the videos. And for those of you who are kind of into spreadsheets and stuff, this might be a cool look into a very small growing YouTube channel. I really wanted to share this because a lot of channels don't share what their thought process is and they don't share the back end of things, but I went to school for marketing and I really want to share this kind of stuff so that small businesses kind of can get an idea of how to market themselves effectively and how to get the most out of the activities that they're doing. With that being said, let's jump in. All right. So this is my analytics side of the YouTube studio, which is basically just the back end of my YouTube channel. This is where I upload videos. This is where I deal with any monetization stuff. This is where I can get audio that is copyright free, etc., etc., etc. I can do subtitles, which I really want to do on the channel. It's just a matter of getting around to it. And the analytics are really important for a number of reasons. One of them being that you can't make money off of your channel, off of putting ads on your videos, until you have 1,000 subscribers and I want to say 40,000 watch hours in a 12-month period of time. So when I ask you guys to share the video and get the word out to your friends, that's really a big reason why, is because I can't start to actually make money off of what I'm doing here until enough people have jumped on board. Anyway, the other reason that analytics are really important is because they tell me what kind of people are watching on what kind of devices and when. And that's really important because it kind of shows me when people want to be watching. And that's when I want to be posting my videos. Now, these analytics from YouTube are only so useful. So that's why I also have later up here. Later also has analytics that we will talk about in a little bit here because they help inform my YouTube analytics. So getting into it, these are just analytics for the last 28 days instead of the whole time of the channel. But in the last 28 days, I've had 41 more views, which is really, really cool. I've had 7.3 watch hours, and I've gained 1 subscriber, which is really cool. It legitimately means a lot to me. And it looks like that subscriber came to me right after I drew haunted house t-shirts, so that's super cool. Welcome to the channel, whoever you are. So it looks like one of my Patreon diaries is the top video for the moment, but those are a little bit different because I don't list those publicly. Those are only for patrons. So that being said, if you're interested in seeing my project diaries, you can check out my Patreon, and I make those videos available for all patrons. So you could join the lowest tier and get access to those videos every week. And I do post every Thursday, I believe, although that might be changing with my regular video schedule. But still, check it out, and please support me if you can. So down here, we've got my top videos this period. It looks like people really liked the haunted house shirts, and My average view duration is about 40% of the video. That's really cool. That means that people are actually listening to what I have to say. How to draw yourself as an Among Us character is still really popular. Among Us is a game that a lot of people are playing on YouTube, and it's still highly popular, so it makes sense that that would be up here in views. My campfire marshmallow and my gnomes both trail behind that. So that's really cool. Those are kind of my top 3 most popular videos that I uploaded during the last month. So that's really cool, and you know, because this is my latest video, it's going to take a while to accumulate views. But if you haven't seen my latest video, please go check it out. I really worked hard on it. I work hard on all of these, but that doesn't detract from the fact that you should check it out. Let's see. All of these are kind of hard to explain in a short video, but we're just going to look at the views that I've gotten. It looks like it's up 10% from the month before, which is very, very cool. These guys are a little bit more technical, and if you want to get into them, go right ahead, but I'm not going to talk about them here necessarily. It looks like a lot of people come to my channel from websites and apps. It's probably from Facebook, because I share a lot of what I do on Facebook, and my friends and family very much follow it very closely. I love you guys. Thank you for the consistent support. It seriously helps out so much, so keep doing it. Thank you. YouTube search is my second highest, which is really interesting to me because I kind of figured, you know, being a younger channel, I figured that for the most part people would find me on other websites like Facebook, Instagram, what have you, and then come to my channel. But it looks like some people are actually finding me in YouTube, which means that a lot of the work that I'm doing on the back end to make the search engines kind of grab onto what I'm doing is working. I feel much more confident that what I'm doing works. So that's really cool. It looks like a lot of my traffic is from Facebook and Patreon. Makes sense. Suggested videos. People are getting suggested my haunted attraction t-shirts, which is really cool. Both videos are doing well there. Burger Scholar fan art makes sense. Zombie Mom and Feelings Tied in Knots. Oh, Feelings Tied in Knots is my newest video, so it's really cool that it's getting suggested to people a lot. That's awesome. In YouTube search, a lot of people are finding me through my George Motes art, which is really awesome. That was something that was supposed to catch on to the algorithm a little bit, and it looks like it's doing that. So those are where my views are coming from and what videos are the most popular. I've got increased watch time and increased view duration. I kind of want to see what it is for the lifetime of the channel. 26 hours and 2 minutes, 25 seconds. Very cool. Here, this is kind of interesting because the average views per viewer is 1.7, which means that people are revisiting my videos, which is really cool. I didn't intend for that to really happen because I know when I go through YouTube, I just kind of scroll and scroll and scroll and keep auto-playing, but apparently people are just going for it, and I love that. 63% of you are subscribed, 36% of you aren't. Maybe hit the words. It looks like I've got kind of a even distribution of US and Canada viewers. Where else am I popular? Nowhere. So that's kind of what YouTube has to offer for analytics. And like I said, it's only so useful. In the lifetime of the channel, I've gotten 661 views, which is really cool, and 26 hours of watch time. which is really awesome. And obviously I've got 22 subscribers right now, so anything you guys can do to help spread the word and all that good stuff is much appreciated to really get the channel launched. So I don't have quite enough viewers yet to view like their age and their gender and that sort of thing. Going on to later here. So I pay for later because I also use it for some of my freelance stuff, but you can't get the analytics off of later unless you pay for it. So that's where this one can be a little bit hairy, and it is an investment for sure. But I have the tool, so I want to use it. Basically, on Instagram, people aren't online a whole lot on Wednesdays, which is why I'm thinking maybe it would be best to start posting on, say, Thursday evenings or Friday afternoons. The reason that I've been posting on Wednesdays at about 10 a.m. is because I looked at some of my favorite YouTube channels and I looked at when are they posting. And I especially watched the game theory, food theory, and film theory channels because Matt Pat, who runs those channels, is a analytics and YouTube backend guru. He's very good at what he does, and he knows the YouTube algorithm like the back of his hand. So I very much watched when he was posting videos, and I kind of went after that. However, my audience is not Matt Pat's audience. So that's where switching things up might get me a little bit farther in what I'm trying to do, especially because I'm doing art, Matt Pat is doing entertainment. It's a little bit different. So what we might try to do in the future is I'm thinking Thursday evenings seems really, really late at night, 9 to 10 p.m., especially because my content is family friendly. So I'm thinking Friday afternoons makes the most sense to me, but let's just double check. Oh, no, Twitter does not have anything else to say. Oh, and what do you know? These are the requirements in order to monetize Facebook videos. So if you're more of a Facebook viewer, please like my page, follow it, and watch my videos. They're pretty great. I post them on Facebook as well. I would have rather had by hour, which is where these insights have changed. Okay, I can't do this hourly on Facebook anymore, but basically, what we're looking at is posting on Friday afternoons at 3 p.m. now, and then my drawings would actually come out the next Monday, probably. So we'll play with that and see if it works for the next couple of months, and hopefully by just switching around when I post my videos, we'll see a spike in how many views I get, etc., etc. At which point, I will share the results with you because I find this really, really interesting, and I'm such a baby channel right now that it just makes sense to share my successes. There's no reason to keep this sort of stuff hidden. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I am really glad that I got to share this sort of thing with you, and I'm going to be hopefully putting together some classes on SEO and marketing guru stuff that's just put into normal person vocabulary so that you guys who are artists and small business owners, etc., can really get the most out of what you're trying to do on social media, because it is hard work. It's awful, to be honest, in order to just keep up, but there are ways to make it easier, and I want to share what knowledge I have with you, and I've got enough experience now that I can really feel confident in what I'm saying. Subscribe so that you know when it comes out, and check out my Patreon, check out my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter. I've got all sorts of stuff. All of that being said, thank you so much for watching. You get oh, I don't know, 2,500 experience points for this one because it's really, really long and really, really dense. And I just really appreciate that you've watched this far into the video. So thank you so much. Don't forget to drink water, maybe take a walk today. I don't know, if you can't take a walk, just like stretch, do something, maybe eat a carrot, and I will see you next week, Friday. Peace.